Ladies and gentlemen, there is something extraordinary about the people we admire most. They seem to have an unshakable belief in themselves, an ability to keep pushing forward when others quit. They are not necessarily the most talented, the smartest, or the most gifted, but they have something that sets them apart: a winning mindset. A winning mindset is not about luck or genetics. It's not something people are born with. It's built, shaped, and strengthened over time. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, about showing up consistently even when things don't go as planned, about learning instead of fearing failure. Many people believe success is about working harder, doing more, grinding longer hours, and while hard work matters, mindset is the true differentiator. Two people can have the same skills, the same education, and the same resources, but the one with the right mindset will always rise above. The first step to building a winning mindset is understanding why you do what you do. People who succeed at the highest levels are driven by something bigger than just personal gain. They don't wake up in the morning simply chasing money, fame, or power. They wake up with purpose. A deeper reason fuels them. Something they believe in so strongly that it keeps them going even when things get tough. Think about the people you admire, whether in sports, business, or any field. They don't just play the game, they play their game. They don't just work for a paycheck, they work for impact. They don't just lead to be in charge, they lead because they believe in something greater than themselves. That belief, that why, creates resilience. When challenges come, when setbacks happen, that why keeps them in the game. The second key to a winning mindset is learning to embrace failure. Most people are afraid to fail. They see failure as a reflection of their worth, as proof that they are not good enough. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of success. Every great innovator, every groundbreaking leader, every top performer has failed many times. The difference is they don't let failure define them. Instead, they see failure as feedback. They learn, they adjust, they try again. Every mistake, every rejection, every loss becomes a stepping stone. The ones who win are the ones who get up just one more time than they fall. The third key to a winning mindset is consistency. We live in a world that celebrates quick wins and overnight success stories, but real success is built through consistency, showing up every single day, putting in the effort, even when no one is watching, even when results are not immediate. It's easy to be motivated in the beginning when excitement is high, but what separates the best from the rest is their ability to keep going long after that initial excitement fades. They don't rely on motivation alone, they rely on discipline. They create habits that support their goals. They stay committed to the process, not just the outcome. And here's the most important part. Mindset is a choice. It's not something that happens to you, it's something you create. Every day you get to decide how you will respond to challenges, how you will approach opportunities, how you will move forward. Those who succeed don't wait for the right moment. They don't wait for confidence to magically appear. They take action, they learn, and they grow. They build belief in themselves through experience. They don't ask, can I do this? They ask, how can I do this? And that shift in thinking changes everything. The road to success is not easy. There will be failures. There will be doubts. There will be moments when you question everything. But in those moments, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself that every step, no matter how small, is progress. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve is not talent, not intelligence, not luck, it's mindset. It's the belief that no matter what happens, you have the ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow. It's the commitment to keep moving forward no matter what. True success comes from having a deep sense of why you do what you do. Those who win are driven by something bigger than personal gain, which fuels their resilience in tough times. The most successful people don't fear failure. They embrace it as a learning opportunity. Every mistake and setback is feedback that helps refine their path to success. Winning is not about short bursts of effort, but about showing up every day, even when the excitement fades. Discipline and habits are what sustain long-term success. Success is not given, it's built through daily decisions. The way you respond to challenges, setbacks, and opportunities determines your growth and progress. The people who achieve greatness don't wait for the perfect moment. They take action, adapt, and keep moving forward. Every small step matters in the journey to success. Every great achievement, every remarkable success, and every lasting impact begins with a deep sense of purpose. People who build a winning mindset don't just chase money, titles, or recognition. They are driven by something bigger. something that fuels them when challenges arise and keeps them moving forward when others give up. When we look at the most successful leaders, innovators, and visionaries, one thing becomes clear. They are not just focused on what they do or how they do it. They start with why. They understand that their work is not just about achieving personal goals, but about creating something meaningful. This deep sense of purpose gives them clarity and direction, allowing them to navigate obstacles with confidence. Too often, people get caught up in external rewards. They set goals based on what society expects, what pays the most, or what looks good on paper. But without a strong purpose behind those goals, motivation fades. The moment things get tough, doubt creeps in and they start questioning whether it's worth the effort. This is why so many people quit too soon. They were chasing the outcome, not the purpose. A winning mindset is built on the understanding that purpose drives persistence. When someone has a clear reason for doing what they do, they don't need to rely on external motivation. They don't need constant reminders or rewards to keep going. Their purpose becomes the internal fire that keeps them moving even when the path is uncertain. Some of the most successful individuals in history didn't have an easy road. They faced rejection, failure, and setbacks. But what kept them going was their unwavering belief in why they started. They weren't just working toward a goal, they were fulfilling a mission. That mission gave them resilience. It helped them see setbacks as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. When a person operates with a strong sense of purpose, they attract others who believe in the same vision. Whether it's in business, sports, or personal growth, people naturally follow those who stand for something bigger than themselves. Purpose-driven individuals inspire teams, build strong communities, and create lasting impact because they are not just working for themselves, they are working for something that matters. Purpose also fuels creativity and innovation. When people truly care about what they are doing, they push boundaries, challenge norms, and seek better solutions. They don't settle for average because they are not just trying to succeed, they are trying to make a difference. Their work is not just a job, it's a mission. And that mindset shifts how they approach every challenge. A person who operates without a clear purpose may still find success, but it often feels empty. Achievements lose meaning when they are not tied to something deeper. The most fulfilled and resilient people don't just ask, "What do I want to achieve?" They ask, "Why does this matter?" That question changes everything. It creates the kind of mindset that doesn't just chase success, it sustains it. Failure is one of the most misunderstood concepts in life. Most people fear it, avoid it, and see it as a sign that they are not good enough. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of it. Every person who has achieved greatness has failed not just once, but many times. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they interpret failure. For most people, failure feels personal. It feels like a reflection of their worth, their intelligence, or their ability. But that is not what failure is. And failure is feedback. It is the world's way of saying, "Not this way, try again." When people start seeing failure as information rather than a judgment, they begin to unlock their true potential. They stop fearing mistakes and start learning from them. Some of the greatest innovators, leaders, and entrepreneurs in history have experienced massive failures. They have launched products that flopped, started businesses that collapsed, and made decisions that led to disaster. But instead of allowing those failures to define them, they used them to refine their approach. They studied what went wrong, adjusted their strategy, and tried again. And eventually they succeeded, not in spite of their failures, but because of them. The problem is that most people are conditioned to avoid failure from a young age. Schools teach students to strive for perfect scores, workplaces reward employees for flawless execution, and society celebrates only the end results of success. But what is rarely talked about is the messy, difficult, and painful journey that leads to success. The mistakes, the rejections, the setbacks. These are the parts that shape a person's character, strengthen their resilience, and prepare them for long-term success. When people shift their mindset and start embracing failure, they stop hesitating. They take more risks, try new ideas, and push beyond their comfort zones. They understand that failure is not an endpoint. It is just a step in the process. The only real failure is giving up too soon. The moment someone stops trying, they eliminate the possibility of success. But as long as they are learning, adapting, and moving forward, they are still in the game. Failure also builds confidence in a way that success never can. When a person fails and gets back up, they prove to themselves that they are stronger than they thought. They develop mental toughness, perseverance, and the ability to handle uncertainty. And over time, they become the kind of person who doesn't just hope for success, but expects it, because they know they have what it takes to keep going no matter what happens. The reality is, no one succeeds without failing first. The people who reach the top are not the ones who never failed. They are the ones who refuse to let failure stop them. They turn their setbacks into stepping stones, their mistakes into lessons, and their struggles into stories of triumph. They didn't fear failure, they used it, and that made all the difference. Success is often mistaken for a moment of victory, a big breakthrough, a major achievement, or a life-changing opportunity. But the truth is, real success is not about a single defining moment. It is built through consistency. The difference between those who achieve great things and those who don't is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is the ability to show up every single day and do the work even when motivation fades. In the beginning, motivation feels powerful. When people start something new, whether it's a business, a workout routine, or a personal goal, they are excited. They feel inspired, energized, and ready to give it their all. But motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. When things get hard, when progress slows, when results aren't immediate, motivation begins to fade. And this is where most people quit. They think that because they don't feel motivated, they should stop. But this is a mistake. The most successful people understand that consistency is far more powerful than motivation. They don't rely on fleeting inspiration to push them forward. Instead, they build habits and routines that keep them on track, even when they don't feel like it. They understand that progress is not about massive leaps, but about small daily actions that add up over time. Every great athlete trains on the days they don't feel like it. Every successful entrepreneur works through moments of doubt and uncertainty. Every artist, writer, or creator pushes through the uninspired days. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They commit to the process, no matter how they feel in the moment. And that commitment is what separates them from the rest. One of the biggest challenges people face is expecting instant results. In a world of quick wins and overnight success stories, patience is rare. People want to see immediate progress, and when they don't, they lose interest. But true success doesn't happen overnight. It happens through repetition, through showing up, through doing the work even when no one is watching. Consistency also builds trust, not just with others, but with oneself. Every time a person follows through on their commitments, they reinforce the belief that they are capable and reliable. They develop self-discipline, confidence, and resilience. Over time, this mindset becomes their greatest advantage. While others start and stop, chase trends, and look for shortcuts, the consistent ones keep moving forward. And because they stay in the game longer, they ultimately win. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when effort seems wasted, and when results are slow. But the people who achieve greatness understand that consistency is not about immediate rewards. It's about long-term success. They trust the process, knowing that every small step, every repeated action, and every disciplined effort compounds over time. While motivation is unpredictable and fleeting, consistency is within a person's control. And those who master it, those who commit to steady, focused effort day after day, become unstoppable. Mindset is one of the few things in life that is entirely within a person's control. It is not determined by circumstances, luck, or external forces. It is a choice, one that people make every single day, whether they realize it or not. The way someone chooses to think, interpret challenges, and respond to setbacks ultimately determines their success or failure. Most people go through life reacting to whatever happens to them. If things go well, they feel confident. If things go wrong, they feel defeated. They allow their mindset to be dictated by circumstances rather than taking ownership of their thoughts and beliefs. But those who succeed at the highest level don't wait for the right conditions to think positively or take action. They decide in advance how they will show up, regardless of what happens around them. The most successful individuals have trained themselves to see opportunities where others see obstacles. When they face challenges, they don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" They ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow? How can I use this situation to become better?" This shift in perspective changes everything. Instead of feeling powerless, they take control. Instead of waiting for things to improve, they actively work to improve themselves. A winning mindset is built through conscious effort. It requires people to take responsibility for their own attitudes, to challenge negative thoughts, and to reframe difficulties as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. It is easy to blame external factors for failures, bad luck, unfair circumstances, or lack of opportunity, but blaming others never leads to progress. The people who rise above challenges are the ones who refuse to see themselves as victims of their environment. They take ownership of their actions, their responses, and ultimately their future. One of the most powerful choices a person can make is to adopt a growth mindset. The belief that abilities, intelligence, and skills can be developed with effort and persistence. People with a fixed mindset believe their talents are set in stone, that failure is proof of their limits, and that success is reserved for those who were born with natural gifts. But those with a growth mindset see every challenge as a chance to improve. They know that failure is not a permanent condition, but a necessary part of learning and growing. Mindset is also a choice when it comes to dealing with adversity. Some people let difficulties break them, others use them as fuel. The strongest, most resilient individuals are not the ones who never struggle. They are the ones who decide that no struggle will define them. They choose to find meaning in hardship, to keep moving forward even when it's tough, and to believe in their ability to adapt and overcome. The truth is, life will always be unpredictable. There will be moments of success and moments of failure, moments of ease and moments of struggle. But while no one can control everything that happens to them, they can always control how they respond. And that single decision, the choice of mindset, determines everything else. One of the biggest traps people fall into is waiting for the perfect moment. They believe that success comes when everything lines up just right, when they have more experience, when they feel more confident, when the timing is ideal. But the reality is there is no perfect moment. The people who succeed are not the ones who wait for everything to be just right. They are the ones who take action despite uncertainty. They don't focus on perfection, they focus on progress. Perfectionism is one of the biggest killers of success. It creates hesitation, fear, and self-doubt. People tell themselves that if they can't do something perfectly, they shouldn't do it at all. They spend so much time trying to get everything just right that they never actually start. But the most successful individuals understand that perfection is an illusion. No one starts as an expert. No one gets everything right the first time. Growth comes from doing, learning, and improving along the way. Every great achievement is built on small, imperfect steps forward. No successful business started with a flawless plan. No athlete became the best in the world by training only when they felt ready. No leader made an impact by waiting until they had all the answers. The people who win are the ones who embrace the process. They start before they feel ready, take risks, and learn as they go. They don't let the fear of making mistakes stop them because they understand that mistakes are part of the journey. Progress matters more than perfection because progress creates momentum. When people focus on taking small steps forward instead of obsessing over getting everything right, they start building confidence. Every action, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that they are capable. The more they move forward, the easier it becomes to keep going. Success is not about one big breakthrough. It's about consistent progress over time. One of the biggest differences between those who succeed and those who don't is their willingness to take imperfect action. They don't wait until they have all the information. They don't wait until they feel completely confident. They understand that confidence is built through action, not the other way around. They take a step, assess the results, adjust, and take another step. Over time, those small actions add up to something great. Focusing on progress also builds resilience. When people stop expecting perfection, they stop being afraid of failure. They understand that setbacks are not a reason to quit, they are part of the process. Every mistake is a lesson. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Instead of being discouraged by difficulties, they see them as proof that they are moving forward. The people who achieve the most in life are not the ones who avoid failure, but the ones who refuse to let failure stop them. They don't measure success by whether or not they made mistakes. They measure success by whether or not they kept going. Progress, no matter how small, is always better than standing still. Everything in life comes down to the choices we make. The choice to show up, to push forward, to embrace challenges, and to keep going even when it's difficult. Success is not reserved for the most talented, the most educated, or the most privileged. It is reserved for those who decide every single day to build the mindset that leads to success. It is for those who understand that their thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape their future far more than their circumstances ever will. A winning mindset is not something people are born with, it is something they cultivate. It is built through purpose, resilience, consistency, ownership, and the willingness to take action despite fear. It is the foundation that allows people to rise above setbacks, to see failure as part of the process, and to move forward even when the odds seem against them. Those who succeed are not the ones who never struggle, never fall, or never doubt themselves. They are the ones who refuse to let those struggles define them. There will always be reasons to quit, to slow down, to wait for a better time. There will always be obstacles, challenges, and setbacks that test commitment. But the difference between those who win and those who don't is not their ability to avoid difficulties. It is their ability to face them head on. Every struggle, every failure, every difficult moment is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn something new, and to get one step closer to the goal. People who achieve great things are not fearless. They feel doubt, uncertainty, and hesitation just like everyone else. The difference is they don't let those feelings control their actions. They take the next step even when they are unsure. They understand that action creates clarity, that progress builds momentum, and that confidence is something developed through experience, not something that magically appears. The truth is, no one is going to hand out success. No one is going to show up and do the work for you. No one is going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. The people who win are the ones who take full responsibility for their journey. They don't wait for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the perfect conditions. They decide that now is the time to start, to improve, to grow, and to become the person who is capable of achieving their goals. The road to success is never easy, but it is always worth it. There will be moments when giving up seems like the easier option, when progress feels slow, and when doubt creeps in. But the ones who push through those moments, who stay committed to the process, and who focus on progress instead of perfection, are the ones who ultimately succeed. At the end of the day, mindset is the greatest advantage anyone can have. It determines whether someone takes action or makes excuses, whether they see obstacles as roadblocks or stepping stones, whether they let failure defeat them or use it to fuel their growth. The people who win in life are not necessarily the smartest, the strongest, or the most gifted. They are the ones who decide every single day to keep moving forward.